working since this morning. I got up at like 6 something, but I missed a lot of orders. Well, when I was getting in the shower, they was coming through. Once I got in and got dressed, they started to slow down. So I just took anything. I got enough charge. I'm gonna have to put the $8 in gas in when I get there, and then hopefully that'll be enough to take these 2 orders and take care of them. And then whatever money I get from there, gotta use it back to get right back to work. Good thing is, when I drop off this order, I'll be in an area where I can go back and get more from that store. So that's good. See how loud this car is. Black SUV, looks like a Toyota. They must have thought I was gonna be going to CVS to work for Rody, so they try to take a long time to turn, wait for me to catch up to them so I can get behind them and they can start slowing down, doing that petty shit. So it's 10/21, Thursday, August 20th, 2026. Back later. I really don't even I keep it live. I don't be recording live all the time. I usually pre-record my video and moving so fast. I guess I just decided I forgot probably to make it private, so it don't matter. I'll stay live till I get to the job. And once I get there, I gotta go do this shopping. If it was a pickup order, I would have been able to just stay on the whole time. School start back up soon. We got like 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks. So then the traffic could be a little different. It won't be as bad, I think, like much traffic. It'll be more calm. Try to figure out what I can do to get this car to lower down. Once I make a little bit more money, I'm gonna go in the AutoZone and I'm gonna tell them what's the problem. I'm telling them what happened, and I'm gonna ask them what they think it could be, and then from there I'll see what they suggest, and then I think it could be the engine or the muffler. don't know if they'll come outside and let me. They don't do stuff like that. Let me bring them in the car and drive around the parking lot and show them what I'm talking about. But I can explain it and let them know. Some of them people don't even be having cars that work there. The dude who put my battery in, he didn't have a car. But he put my battery in better than mechanics and people who have cars. My friend helped me. He didn't have the right tools, so he couldn't tighten it all the way. But my mechanic, he put a screw in it. So we got a Dutchess County Sheriff speeding, and then he passed me and started trying to hit his brakes and stuff like that. Dutchess County Sheriff just passed the Royal Crest and the Ledges at 10:24 a.m. That could have been the same sheriff that seen me going to work or that day, and he spun around and hurry up and did a U-turn and pulled me over. That could be the same one. He riding aggressive too. Yeah, he riding aggressive. Sometimes the sheriff, I guess, they work at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds and stuff like that, or we got courts out here in Rhinebeck and stuff like that. So I know they work with the courts and stuff like that, bringing in the inmates to go to court. So but I don't know who he is. I don't know what that dude's profession and what he do, but just a wrong time, wrong place, I guess, because I was trying to hurry up and drop the order off, and he was driving the opposite way. And that's part of the other reason why I don't, sometimes it's okay to be live, but I don't know who's watching me, and I don't know who would try to counter my movements, send people to come to the same place where they know you're going and stuff like that. So like right now, this speed limit, this highway speed limit is 55, right? But you see I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars in front of me, and they all trying to go slow. It's 10:25 in the morning, and they all going slow. It's nobody coming the other way, so it just be seeming like this is organized. You know what I'm saying? How they all going slow. Yeah, it seemed very organized. Why are we going 40 and the speed limit 55? I'm gonna go check their Empire Auto Solutions. My people were telling me that they got they could do. You seen a sign up that said drivers wanted? They looking for drivers, so I'm gonna try to get a job there. It's always better when you can drive a company car. Righteousness, but walking in righteousness is gonna cause people to want to challenge you, and they not challenge you like, all right, let's see how righteous you are, let's see who can preach the word and save more souls. No, they try to challenge you and see how righteous you are by doing evil things to you and see how you react. If you hit somebody, they most likely might hit you back, defending themselves. If you try to harm somebody, most likely they're going to defend themselves. Some people will let you do whatever you want to them. I'm not one of those people. I don't think people understand the scriptures fully. Like smacked and turn the other cheek. How can it be eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, and then if you get smacked, turn the cheek? That's why we learn so much on this channel. The eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth is not literally. So there's certain circumstances that some require restitution, some do require like capital punishment. If it was a murder, you know what I'm saying? Assault and battery, then the person should have to pay for the damages done. And if he didn't have the money, then he was sold into slavery. And that seems like sort of kind of how the system works today. If you got money, you can buy freedom, I guess, but if you don't got money, they put you in slavery. not all the times that money can help you. Sometimes you can't get out of things that you do. The whole Epstein stuff is showing like the people that had money and power, they was getting brought down, and then a lot of them are still around, and you know, this is where they trying to cover up and stuff. So they even made it like in the algorithm on YouTube where if you talk about these certain names and stuff like that, they can shadow ban your channel and you won't reach as many people. So they use the internet to do witchcraft and try to control and stop people's freedom of speech. But they're gonna have to deal with the Almighty for that. Yeah, it seemed very odd that it's just like 2 cars in front of you. They going a little faster though, but it's nobody coming the other way. You know what I'm saying? It's 10:29 in the morning. Then this big ass white truck, he's real far away in front of these white cars, but he in a big ass truck. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. It seemed like these people are riding to keep me in their vicinity instead of just going where the fuck they gotta go. That's what it seemed like. Like they working with the police. They got the police on a fucking group chat, speed dial, or they on the, you know what I'm saying? They making this little road congested kind of. A little, not too much. I think one of the main things is racism, man. Trying to hold back a black man. You know what I'm saying? Because they see you in your personal car and stuff like that. If I was in a work van, I doubt they'd do this shit if I was in a work van. You feel me? Yeah, I highly doubt it. Finally moving freely. That's playing with someone's life when you start just you know somebody's behind you, that you are part of some type of group that you feel that you have to stop this person or potentially injure them. There ain't nobody driving reckless crazy like they trying to harm me or injure me or it was an accident, but like they're trying to control you from doing the speed limit. That's where it started until I put that camera up and start saying, you know, because one thing about investigation and intelligence, you can't hide from what you're doing. They got all these cameras out here where they're going to have to work both ways. It can't just work for the people who want to act like they enforcing the law, but they sometimes be corrupt. Using the flock cameras to stalk their wives and stuff like that, they ex-wives. I just did put a video up on my Facebook. My Facebook is Devon, DEVON RAYFORD, and my Facebook officer, I think, and he's getting convicted right now because, well, I don't know if he has been convicted, but he's going through court because he was using the flock camera to track down his wife, and he did something like almost 100 times. He's been doing it for like 2-3 years since like 2023 up to June in 2026, and it may be over 100 times. It may be like 900 times. I can't remember. Everything is in that document, in that file, but in that article. But it still shows that they can be used to target and harass people. And I think that's what the people use the parks that I'll be going to, because as soon as I get there, it's like I can be at the river in the city of Poughkeepsie, could be at College Hill Park or the park at Hyde Park across from Domino's. And next thing you know, as soon as I get there, the people who work for the park, like the park, what are they called? Park police, No, they're not police. They work at the park, like cleaning up the park, like doing maintenance and stuff like that. They'll show up soon as I'm there. But if y'all work, why do y'all come every time I'm there? It's like happened a lot of times, man. I mean, like maybe hundreds of times. And it start to feel like, man, y'all are stalking me. You're trying to make it seem like you got to come over here and work, but really you come in here very organized in time as soon as I get here. So it was like, are you really working, or are you being told that you have to keep trying to monitor and harass and profile and stalking me? That's what it start to seem like. And that's what investigations and intelligence agencies supposed to reveal. Like, how are these people keep popping up at the park? And I used to go to the other park too, and it'd be like the same thing. But I know what it is, man. Yeah, I know what it is. That's one of the things I don't really understand. So yeah, I know they have groups of people like first responders and stuff like that. So when you're being targeted, and in these racist ass white supremacist hearts and minds, they think that you have to be this is why they do certain things to us, to try to destroy our lives, you know what I'm saying? But they're used like corruption and the system and stuff like that. But if you're not wise, you can't expose it and call it out and try to get them held accountable, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might have won the battle back then, but the war ain't done. You know what I'm saying? God gonna get the glory. All you corrupt judges, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to dwell on things that happened in the past. I like to move forward, but certain things that people did to us in the past, they could still play a part in affecting us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how everything is. I don't know if certain stuff stay in their system or if it goes away. I think it goes away, because if it's only for a year, then it should go away. So yeah, but it just caused us to get looked at as something we not. We defending ourselves and standing up against evil, and then we get looked at like this is what they do. We can be at the park reading the Bible. Next thing you know, they got 50 cars coming through College Hill Park in Poughkeepsie in less than 5 minutes before you even get to the park. This is how I know they got the flock camera there, and they're using it corruptly. They're using it to intimidate, to terrorize, and do like hostile type of you hitting your brakes for no reason. You stopping at the stop sign all extra long. So what drive any faster? I don't know. Some people just want to be safe, though. Yeah, I understand. But some people don't understand. Like, what are you doing? We do got to be more kind. I'm being kind as I could, but I'm not going to stay behind you if I feel like you're trying to cause an accident. I don't know what's up with you. She didn't, it was out of her control with the bike dude. But braking for no reason before you got to that stop sign, stopping at the stop sign all along, you doing that stuff just because you being a little too safe. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to brake. Now my tire pressure monitor system is on. It's always something, right? It's gonna go off soon. like exposing. I don't like exposing people and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But it just seemed like they be trying to cause accidents. So, shit. If you know, it seems like they be knowing who you are, or maybe they just racist, and they start going out their way trying to cause accidents. Either way, it make you want to just expose them. Because what if they do decide to do something, and then you ain't even thinking about that, and you trying to stay positive, but people ain't positives. People will do evil things and try to get away with it. So if you don't identify who it is and what's going on, the time, date, location, your mind on something else. They can do something evil and get away with it, like a hit and run. I'm just gonna be as wise as I could and try to be harmless as a dove. People already discriminated on me for housing. I gotta make another video about that, how I tried to get housing and these people discriminated on me. They lied to me. They told me it was a apartment, and they said no. The apartment never declined. I'm telling them, and they're gonna have to prove that I declined